All right, so I'm going to post this trade in the chat. That way they can take advantage of it as well. And this is USD CAD. 1 minute. All right. Okay, so the trade is posted. Other people can take advantage of it as well. So this should be like easy trade, nothing, nothing hard and stuff. Just get in, get out. That's basically it. So waiting for the blue arrow, and then we can get in a trade. I have MT5. Okay, and then that is USD CAD. All right, so now I'm going to wait until I see a blue arrow. Once I see the blue arrow, I can take a trade. Oh, there's the blue arrow. I'll place my position on here, set my stop loss about that, and then set 0.50 or 49, that's fine. Same area, not a problem. Okay, I'm gonna trade, let that run. Okay, copy that. Okay, now we're gonna let this run for a while, and then once it comes up here, it's gonna be profit, and that's it. And that would be my trade. Right, so every time frame is up, we know the trend. We had a recent macro arrow right there, and if I measure this out, it should be within 2 hours. 1 hour 32 minutes, so we're still good. We have about 30 minutes left, and then we should have this trade play out. So that's basically all I'm looking for. Okay, that is in profit. I mean, super easy trade. Actually, I had 3 trades in here, but only took one. So let's check. Oh yeah, we're good. Oh my, it keeps on jumping. Look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. One hell of a trade for sure. And it's only been 15 minutes since I entered. If we measure out from the start, it's been, let's see how many. Actually, 11 minutes since I've placed that trade. Let's see how they do. I mean, this is like pretty simple. I mean, as soon as you're in profit by a couple pips, boom, get out, right? That would be the winning trade. So one trade, you make, a couple $100, and that's good enough. So, but let's see what happens. I think once it comes up all the way to this target area, then I can get out. So this is just, a couple $100 in there, and that's it. Still halfway through. See what happens by the end of the trade. Should be good. Just gotta wait a little bit longer. Yeah, it's still going sideways a bit. I say this one as USD CAD. That one, I know which trade it was. All right, see what happens. I mean, this like has been running for a couple minutes now, and so like 15 minutes, and it's still in profit. See, some people don't even have to get in on all three in here. Like I had the first one right there, had a second one right there, had a third one right there, and each blue arrow after each red arrow. That's it. I mean, you just make sure the time frame's aligned. Get the macro trend arrow, pull back, right, with a couple red arrows, and then get in on the first blue and let her ride. So right now, I mean, you can close it out, and it's a winning trade. So I'm letting this run because I know this is a very early trend. And all of this is just market close and open, all that stuff. So it's, it's 7 o'clock. Well, maybe that's not the market open or close at 5 o'clock, but like, it's just basically, yeah, just a deeper pullback and a trend reopen in here. All time frames aligned. And some people go by strength. Okay, well, it's at 34, so it's good enough. But I really don't care about the strength. So, because this really doesn't matter, because when there's a red candle going down, this will go down. So if we have everything set, we have time frames aligned, we have a macro trend, we have first 2 hours of a trend, right? Or like before the 2 hours of the trend. And the strength is really low. Even though it's a good setup, a lot of people would who basically won't take it because in their rules it's invalid. Well, it's not invalid, because all it is just a pullback. Pullback indicates what the strength is. So see, that will drop like hell now. So you can see that a red candle. See, it was at 35 now it's at 29. So for some people that's invalid, but it's not. It's still valid. So you can still like run the trade. And right now, if you take a look, there's a red arrow. So once it gives me blue, I'm gonna place a buy. And if there's consolidation like this, that's good. For me, that's more trades. And since I have an early trend, it's gonna take off like hell and take all these targets. So, and I've seen this happen like tons of times. I mean, over 2,000 trades and not a single loss because of this. So this is just an easy excuse basically to take the price all the way up, since they create money in here. So, but I don't even have to go too much into the analysis and stuff. Oh yeah, and look at that. Strength is at 32 now. It was at 29. That's because of these red arrow. And it seems like we might have another blue in here, and I can get in again. So I can keep on stacking them. So one after another, I can have 20 trades in a row, and I know for sure that every single one of them will win. Because I've already had like 16 trades or so today, and every single one of them was winner. Like I haven't lost a single trade today. So, it's just it becomes too easy once you know what you're doing, what you're looking for. See, like the red, a blue arrow, boom, right, and then I can go to my MT5 and place a trade. So I won't show the MT5 because I'm not supposed to show that. But anyway, I just got in again. And now I'm going to wait. No matter what happens, I'm waiting, right? price will take off, close me out in here, and that's it. That is how simple that is. There's nothing else to it. So, and this, just a pullback. If anything, if this will close as a red and it gives me another red arrow, sounds good to me. That's another trade after that. So no emotions, nothing. I mean, no analysis. I don't have to do shit. All I have to do is just look at the confirmations, and there's only 4. So the first one, time frames. Second, macro trend, arrow right there. Then first 2 hours of the trend. Red arrows, blue arrow, boom. That's it. I mean, what? That literally took me less than 20 seconds to even say all of that. So a strategy where, I mean, for myself, strategy where I win like over 95 to 98% of all my trades, if not 100. And I don't have to do analysis. I don't have to do nothing besides just, confirmations, which I'm not putting anything on the chart besides my risk to reward boxes to see where I'm at in profit or loss. And boom, nice big blue arrow, and 2 trades are in profit. Simple as that. So what kind of work did I do? I didn't do nothing, right? I didn't do any analysis. So I just followed the rules, and that's it. That is it. That is how simple that is. So this recording will be posted on Facebook, and it will be posted on YouTube as well. So if I have no idea who's watching this one because I'm not on. I don't have Facebook loaded anywhere on new tabs or anything, so I have no idea who's watching this. But if anybody's watching this, I have a YouTube channel. I actually just created it like not long ago, not today, but like a couple days ago. It's called what the fuck here? Hold on a second. My bad. It's called Impulse Trading with Sergey. All right, and that's basically the name of it. But yeah, that's the YouTube channel. Is Impulse Trading with Sergey, and that is where I stream. I haven't posted any videos yet. That is so. This one, basically my first one. But again, this is. I mean, I'm not trying to advertise anything. It's more of a. Well, it's not really advertising. It's more like, showing people how this works, but not teaching it. So it's kind of like, give an overview of it, not giving it any access or not giving any passwords or anything like that. It's just basically how I do it. I'm just showing my my process, for taking a trade, for finding a trade and for taking a trade, and that's it. So I'm not guaranteeing anything. Again, it's more of a just nothing educational wise or like anything like that. So this is just, this is basically, you can see it as me doing it for fun. So like the videos and stuff. It looks like we have a red candle. That's fine. So if it closes with a red arrow, a next candle with the blue arrow, I'll get in a trade. And I'll keep on getting a trade over and over and over. I can have like 10 trades in a row, right? And I know that every single one of them will win. So, and I'm not giving any signals or anything like that. So if you guys think that this is a signal thing, it's not. So this is whatever you do by watching this video, it's completely on you. I'm not guaranteeing anything or anything like that. So this is just me basically showing how I trade. That's it. And a red arrow. So wait for the blue and then get in a trade again. That's what I do. And I'm not saying wait for the blue and then get in the trade, like, as I'm saying for you to do. If anybody's watching this, I'm not telling you to do this. I'm just saying what I would do. So I'm gonna wait for the blue, and I'm gonna get in a trade, just like that, and that's it. Oh look, so we got, well, like 1, 2, 3, 4 red candles, right? Take a look at the strength, 19. That's my point. Even though the setup is still completely fine, right? It's valid. The strength, oh look, it's at 27 now. See, that's why the strength really doesn't matter. So because having these time frames aligned, that is more important than having a strength. Like I can have strength of 1 or 7 or 6, right? I could have the best like trading setup, even better than this. So it doesn't matter what strength it is. So what matters is having the time frames aligned. So because if every single time frame, not just up to 1 hour, but if every single time frame is going one direction, where do you think the price will go? Eventually, right? It's going to go into the direction that these time frames are aligned, which is uptrend. And there's the blue arrow, which gives me what? Another trade. So I'll copy that, go into my MT5, and I'm going to place a couple more trades. And that's it. Stop loss is already percent on every one of them. So it's the matter of time until they all win. So, and I just keep on stacking them, without looking to the left, what's happening there. I don't care. I just don't really care what's happening there. Okay. This has nothing to do with technical analysis or anything like that. I mean, there's different strategies that that people trade and stuff, and like involves, fair value gaps and other stuff. And I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm just saying for what I'm doing, it doesn't matter. So it's, it doesn't mean anything. So, well, yeah, that's why, like, in this case, it's just, I just took like 3 trades, and all I have to do is wait. So I don't have to research or anything. I don't have to check the news I do check the news and stuff, make sure that there's no news in the market so it doesn't go like volatile like crazy, right? But even if it does, look at my stop loss size. It's huge. The point of this is to not hit my stop loss. That's why it's so big. So if the price never hits my stop loss, I cannot lose the trade. It's simple as that. Let's see. If it's a blue arrow, I can get in a trade again, right? See what happens. I just have to wait until there's the blue arrow. I do this. I go to my MT5. I place 2 more positions. Simple as that. That's already 4. And you'll see every single one of these will win. So I'm not guaranteeing it. I'm just telling you from what I've done today. So this is just the same exact setup I did before. And I had like 16 trades. 16 trades lined up in a row. And every single one of them won. Every single one of them hit the target. Not that I had a target set. I have open target, which means I close it manually when it gets to this area. And why is this my target up here? Well, there's nothing that's based to the left that I'm targeting. So I'm just targeting it based on my risk to reward. Look at that. Right? It was all the way up there. But all I have to do now is just wait. And eventually, it'll get here. And all I did was just place a trade when I got the blue arrow after the red. That's it. I mean, I have no idea who's watching this video, but if anybody, you guys can see that I haven't done any work in order for me to get into this trade. So that's why like it's super simple, that you don't have to actually do any analysis at all. So not with this strategy, no. So there's other entry models and stuff like that you do have to do all the work and have to like mark the charts and like stuff like that. But why the hell would you want to do that? Like, isn't it the point of this is to make it as simpler as it can possibly get, right? It's like why making it hard on yourself? Like we're not trying to do this full time. We're not trying to trade full time. If you want to trade full time, get a job, right? Then you can work full time. That's bullshit. You're not trading to trade full time. You're trading to trade as less as you can, because you're trying to get more freedom, right? Like to do stuff. So if you're creating more freedom, which means you're going to be trading less. So why the hell would you want to trade full time? You're just getting more work basically. So you can still get a lot of trades done in like I don't know, a 4-hour period, like 4-hour day, right? And that's it. So 4 hours is plenty enough. So because if we start from this macro trend arrow right there, and that basically comes on when the right trend line switches to blue, right? Just to tell us what trend we're in. So all we have to do is just measure it out from where this line crossed to the current candle, right? And it's like 2 hours already. So, but I saw this setup when it was still like an hour and like 15 or 20, something like that. Okay, it's 29. So 1 hour and 29 minutes into the trend, I found a perfect setup. And I still had more like up in here. I could have taken this advantage. But see what the price did in here? It all went sideways, right? And then massive up move. Why? Well, because like they will make the first move into the direction of the trend all the time, as long as every single time frame is aligned. That's one thing that I find out that I haven't revealed yet. But when they're sideways like this, they will always place a massive move to the top into direction of the trend. And again, this ain't gonna help anybody if they know this now from this video, because if you don't have the scanner, it basically like a useless information to you, so you can't really apply it. And even if you do, it's on you. So this is not an educational video. So this is just me doing it basically for fun, like video wise, right? But trading is actually what I do. So, but again, all I have to do is just sit in front of a computer with my hands on my lap, wait until I have all time frames all blue, macro trend, pull back with the red arrows, get in on the first blue arrow. That's it. So red arrow, blue arrow, boom, you're in the trade. So there's no drawing lines, there's no drawing any of that crap. So you wait for the blue arrow after the red. As soon as the candle closes, you got the blue arrow, you get in a trade, boom. That's all it takes. There's no work at all. None. So if there was, I would probably try to find a better strategy that lets me do less work, but still get better results than most traders do. So, and this strategy is basically like, for me, it's between 95 to 98% win rate. And like I said, I have taken 16 trades already today, and every single one of them was a winner. So kind of hard to lose when you do everything like properly. So when you don't question things, like if the rules say do this way, don't question it. Just do it. And that's it, and then because if I'm having this kind of a success with this strategy, then I really don't see a reason why you guys can't either, you know? So it just all depends. It all depends on you, So we got multiple red arrows. We got the first blue right there on the blue candle. I'm going to MT5. Adding more positions, okay. And now I'm gonna wait. Same thing. I can stack like hundreds of trades. It doesn't matter, right? Every single one will win, and you'll see. It's just a matter of time. So all of this is just going sideways, and then boom, massive up move. All these get taken out. All those could basically take targets. And super, super simple. There's literally like no work almost involved. But yeah, that's how simple it is. You wait for the red arrows. Okay, you got the red arrows, and then you wait for the blue arrow, right? And then you get in a trade, and that's it. And you just keep on doing that. Keep on repeating the process over and over and over and over. But I mean, you do have to ask yourself, how many trades am I going to take, right? How much am I going to risk? So what's your target for the day? Like how many trades? So if you're planning to take like 5 trades, this is enough right there. So you don't have to keep on stacking them over and over and over. You should see there's in our Discord group, there's like there's one guy is a good friend of mine. He's doing really really good, and he's posting like he had like 30 some trades or so, like 30. I'm sorry, hold on a sec. I think it's 33 trades, I think, or 32 trades, and he only had 3 losses out of all of them. 3 freaking losses out of like 30 plus trades. So that's how good people are doing with this strategy. So, and there's other people that are doing like really good. I mean, there's still people who's still like learning this and trying to make it work. And they'll get there eventually, So it just takes time. It doesn't mean that they're late into they're just not there yet. So, but eventually it'll take time because this strategy doesn't really take that long if you're staying consistent with following the rules of exactly what it says. So now I know that in a trading plan that's in the process sheet, it says minimum of 4 opposite arrows, which means you would wait instead of waiting for like a single arrow, like a trend opposite, which means if the trend is up, trend opposite would be a red candle, right? With a red arrow. So a red arrow would basically is opposite of the trend. Now instead of waiting for a single red arrow, right? Like I do, and in the process sheet it says wait for minimum of 4 red arrows, right? Because I have found that it is much more like you get a much more higher quality trade if you wait for minimum of 4 arrows. So none of the educators, nobody teaches minimum 4 arrows. So I just figure that it's a bit higher quality because you get a bigger pullback, which means if there's a bigger pullback, that means you're gonna have a massive up move, like into the direction of the trend. So a massive move into the direction of the trend after a bigger pullback. But again, if somebody who's just starting this out, they don't need to know anything that I've just explained. All they need to know is 4 rules, and that's it. So, and that's basically just simple as, just like looking at, all they do is just gonna look at the chart. So you log in, you open a scanner, click on a pair and just confirm. So you don't have to mark anything up. So you're just gonna confirm. You're just gonna look at it and be like, okay, so every single time frame it is going up, right? It's all blue, like blue, blue, blue. It's all blue through all, from 1 minute to daily. It's all blue. Okay, so that's confirmed. Then you'll find this arrow, double blue arrow, right? It's right here. It's a macro trend arrow, right? You want to have this turned on, of course, because when you log in, it's gonna look like this. So you want to turn that on. And actually, hold on a second. I have a trade number 6. Boom, another one. All right, just give me 1 sec here. Place a trade. Okay, should be enough. I run. So you look for this arrow, right? Once you have this arrow and you have all time frames aligned, you're gonna see where the price is at. Say the price is in here somewhere, in this area in here. You'll grab your tool in here, measuring, and you'll draw, like you start measuring from the arrow, and you'll start measuring to where the price is at. So let's say it's in here, right? And then you look how long it's been. So this trend has been going for 1 hour and 26 minutes. So typically you want the price to be, like the trend to be going not longer than 2 hours. So if it's within the 2-hour window, you're good. Then you can start looking for a trade. And to do that, you only need 2 steps. That's it. So like it says in the process sheet, you're gonna wait for the minimum of 4 trend opposite arrows, which means arrows that go opposite of the trend, which is red, right? Because the trend is up. Like you can see right here, it says up, right? So 4 minimum red arrows. If it's more, it's fine. So as long as you have 4 minimum requirement for this. Once you get these 4 arrows or like more, you'll wait for the first trend-based arrow, which means the arrow that's based on the trend direction, which is if the trend is up, you're going to wait for the up arrow, right? Once you get the blue arrow, you'll place a trade. Set your stop loss at a lot bigger than your target. Normally, how I do it, if you take a look in here, if you take a look in here, there's going to be these gray clouds, right? What they are is just the Bollinger Bands. Basically, how we figured out the stop loss is by measuring from the outside of them to the outside of them. So let's say it's in here, right? You're just going to measure from outside to outside. And you don't have to draw the line like this, right? This is just going to waste your time. All you have to do, just grab your like risk to reward box, right? And then, so if you measure it, say you get in on this blue candle, like in here somewhere, right? So all that you have to do is get your measuring tool, measure from outside to the outside, right? It's at -8. So you're gonna, in this case, if they're way too thin, what you need to do is basically triple it, right? Instead of doubling it, like in here, you would just double this. So in here, you would leave these single. Don't need to double anything. So from there, you would draw it to the outside of this one. So, and that's big enough right there. That's your stop loss area. That's big enough. You don't need to double that. That's going to be too much. So what I did was I basically kept this on here, except a little bit smaller. So because I don't need to have massive stop loss. That's plenty. Typically, if it's below the trend line, another secret that I have about this strategy is if it's below the trend line, it will, in the beginning of the trend, it will never stop you out. That's what I know. And I have never had a trade that stopped me out in the beginning of the trend. So, and as you can see, we are in profit on every single trade. 6 trades in a row. Every single trade is in profit. And I actually missed another trade right here, which would be trade number 7. So again, it doesn't matter how many you stack in here. Everyone should win, as long as you're following the rules correctly. So now, granted, I didn't follow them, all of them, because I have my own way of trading this. So remember when I said about 4, that you need to have a pullback with 4 minimum red arrows? Well, I do it slightly different because I just use a single arrow. So if it's a single arrow, like in here, that's fine. So in my like trading plan, that's perfectly fine, because I have over, like in total, I have over like 5,000 trades with 95 to 98% win rate. So, and not super like long ago, I'd say, I don't know, like 2-3 months, or no, actually less than that, maybe like 2 months ago or so, or like a month and a half, or like something like that. I had a mark of 2,000 trades and I had 0 losses. So that is how powerful this strategy is, as long as you stay within the rules. Don't question anything if it doesn't go into your direction at first, right? Like in here, if it's like, consolidating, don't question anything and don't change anything. Just let the process do its job. And you can see that, like, this is too easy. Like, this is super easy. So it's basically like the green area at the top. It means it's basically at our target. And if I close all of them right now, every single trade is in profit. So that's basically how I do it. Super simple, super easy. And once it reaches here or so, or just close enough, right? It doesn't have to go all the way like to the top. So it can just come up like in here, and that's good enough right there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close every single trade, bulk operation, close all positions, and boom, that's it. I'm done. Now I'm gonna add the trades that I took earlier, which was 16 trades plus 6. You're at what? 22. So 22 trades in a row and 0 losses. Not a single loss out of 22 trades. Just like that. So follow the rules, stick to the plan, and you should have good results, right? It's when you start questioning shit, when you start asking questions, but why this and why that? It doesn't matter. Like, you have the trading plan in front of you. Do exactly what it says, manage your risk appropriately, do not over risk, do not try to go for massive like profits just because the strategy has a massive win rate. Don't expect to win every single trade, because you're basing you're uh, trying to use my trading example as what for yourself, basically thinking that it's going to work for you as well. Well, there's different factors that comes in it, right? Number one is risk management. Number two is emotions. Number three is account size. Number four is a trading style. Number five is where your stop loss is at. Like, there's so many factors that comes in that's all gonna basically matter and come down to if the trade's gonna win or not. So if you have a stop loss so like freaking tight, right? This candle would have like taken you out. That's why we give enough room so we don't get stopped out. Because so the opposite risk to reward ratio, we're not really focused on risk to reward ratio. We're focused on winning every single trade, which is why it's based on the win rate, not a risk to reward ratio. Like, if it was on the risk to reward ratio, our win rate would have been very, very low, because you would not win every single trade. And if you Google right now, right, the best traders in the world, I mean, in the freaking world, right, have win rate between 40 to 50%, 55 highest, and that's like I don't know, 0.1% or so. And then there's us, and then there's this company, AM Academy and Abundance Trade House, and we're having like win rate. I mean, I mean, people like starting out like with the strategy, like boom, 70% win rate, just like that, like in the first freaking 2 weeks, right? Not everybody, no, but again, there's some people that have some troubles and stuff, still trying to work it out, like still trying to like figure it out, because remember, they're coming in from different, like they've traded different way before, so for them to switch it's going to take some time, right? Because they got used to it, so basically they have to rewire the whole like mindset, rewire the whole process of what they have to do. And that's going to be hard because they got used to doing what they were doing like before. So basically a switch is going to be pretty hard to make for some, right? So for others, it's quick. They can switch, they can make money like right away. So, but again, it all depends. It's nothing is guaranteed. It's everything all depends on you. Okay, if you have rules, then follow the rules. Like, don't question the rules. I mean, I'm not asking you to bow down or some other shit. I don't give a fuck. Like, like if something that works and you literally saw it in front of your eyes, I have no idea who's watching this again. So I figure I'm just making this for the future people who will watch it. So, but if somebody is watching this right now, uh, you saw this strategy work. If you were, if you joined me when when I began a stream, which you can go back and you can rewatch it again if you want. You can start like, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes into it, or maybe 10 minutes into it, and then you can see where I started from. And I've recorded my screen throughout all this time. I haven't switched, I haven't paused anything. So this is live market data. You can see the 6 trades in a row by this time now, and every single trade I took and ended up being a win. So 100% win rate today on 22 trades. So, and it's still going up. So again, like it does work. Okay. And just because it might be hard to to understand that, yes, I do have a very, very high win rate with this strategy, but that's because I can follow the rules, right? I can be disciplined. I can trust the whole process because I'm seeing it in front of my eyes. It's working. So why the hell should I interrupt the process by letting my emotions get the best of me and then exit the trades like early or like, like I don't have to do that. So I exit my trade basically up in here when every single trade was, and look at that. That's a massive ass candle. See? And what did I say in the past? Sideways, and then they'll take the highs in the direction of the trend, right? That's exactly what happened. So that's my point. Like, it always happens, no matter what. Always. And I've had this for, as I said, like for hundreds of trades. I've seen this happen for hundreds of trades and it never failed. So I never had a loss because I placed so many trades in a row. So again, all winners, all 6 of them. I'm gonna post this in Discord. And that's it. That's basically all. That exactly how I did it. And you can see that this is like, I'm not trying to edit anything, I'm not trying to hide anything, this is just the way it is. So, and I see that another person took the same trades as I did. So again, this is, and then except he took, oh wow, he took more than me. Very nice. Yeah, man, he took a lot. Holy crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, he took 10 trades and every single one ended up being a win. Unbelievable. Oh man. Yeah, that's good stuff. Unbelievable. Like it's beautiful. Stacked positions. Yep, you know my saying. Stack them up. That's awesome. Yeah, that makes me really, really happy. Like seeing like other people taking the same exact trade and have like 10 freaking wins, more than me, of course, which is perfectly fine and makes me even more happier. So because they were able to profit way more than what I did, um, but that's good. That that is good. Super happy. Uh, that's good stuff. Definitely good stuff. So, yep. Um, a lot of people taking a lot of trades and winning most of them. But yeah, that is basically how I trade. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. Send me a DM and um, I can guide you on what to do next. So yeah, unbelievable trading session. I appreciate you guys being here. If anybody was here, again, always a pleasure and stuff. If you did, hopefully you enjoyed um, seeing the trades and stuff, seeing how I trade. And like I said before, any questions, just let me know. And yeah, I mean, if you want to try this out, I can guide you how. Not really like try this out, but like you would have to have a membership, of course. But again, just reach me for that, and I'll guide you to it. And but you can see this session wasn't really trying to like fish like for people who want to sign up or anything like that. Like this is just me doing it like for fun. So I just do this for fun. So like the videos and stuff, like record myself trading and like stuff like that. So I'm not trying to educate anybody. I'm not trying to teach or mentor or any bullshit like that. I'm just basically showing how I trade. And if you want to see it, you can join my live. You're welcome to stick throughout the whole session. Totally up to you. I'm not charging people anything. I'm not any help you need, I'll give it for free. Any advice or anything like that. It's not financial advice, but it's anything I can do to help, I'll help. So, but unfortunately, if you guys were interested in joining the team to have access to the scanner, then there is a subscription to it. So that's just how it is. But yeah, you can DM me for that, and I can explain everything. But yeah, this was a beautiful session. Had very nice 6 wins in a row. Could have had 7, but 6 is enough. It's good. It sets me at 22 trades in total for the day. All wins. I mean, can't really complain because I really haven't done anything, to get those wins. All I did was just place the boxes on the charts, and and that's it. So, but yeah, this is a beautiful trade. I mean, and it's already been since the crossover trend line right here, because that's where we had the macro trend error, that arrow right there, and it's already been now 2 hours and 32 minutes. So we closed all our trades after 2 hours and 24 minutes. So 20 minutes after 2 hours, that's never gonna hurt. So I was just waiting for it to take off. That was basically why I keep on like stacking them, because I knew it's gonna do this. It always does that. But yeah, unless there's news in the market, like if there's news in the market, just be very, very careful and stuff, because sometimes it will go down first and then go up. And that might take you out, because news, they really they affect the market like big time. So it could actually make a bigger candle than what your stop loss is, which you want to be careful with that. But other than that, that's basically all there is to it. 6 trades in a row, every single winner, without doing any technical analysis, without doing any work at all. I mean, I'm sitting literally on my hands right now. Like, I'm sitting on my hands. I'm not even doing shit. Like, all I did was just confirm, look at the chart with my eyes, look at the confirmations, right? Once I get all the confirmations, I place the trade. So again, no analysis, no work, nothing like that. You don't have to do any of that. You don't need to know what the hell is happening, because everything's already telling you what's happening. And all you have to do is, you'll have a list in front of you. All that you will have to do is just cross things out. First one, second, third, fourth, fifth. And that's it. 5 confirmations in total. That's literally all you need. And look at that. It's still going up. So again, even if you have some spread, like say a bigger spread than I would, right? Then you can, yeah, that's a massive candle. So I don't think you would have a problem with taking advantage of that. So, but yeah, super simple. This is live market data. This is not replay or anything like that. Um, I'm just basically like, not even surprised, because what's there to be surprised of, right? I said this maybe, I don't know, like 15, 20 minutes into this video, that the price will go up and it will take all these highs, which is what I stacked all these trades on here. And that's exactly what it did. So, and this is basically just puts me at 22 trades for the day. And again, all winners, not a single loss. So, and that's it. I really don't have nothing else to talk about, because we're done like with the session. We just, I'm not trying to be a like professional at this, at the communication or like video making. Like, I really don't give a shit about that. So even if nobody watches this video, again, I don't give a shit, because I put out there, and it's up to people to take this serious or not. They could be wasting their fucking time doing whatever the fuck it is they want, right? Where we up here winning every fucking trade in a row. So if you're still at that point that you're still doing nothing, don't complain about somebody else's results when you didn't do any work to get there. So because things do work, like the scanner, it does work. You just have to put some effort into it. So I know it's just basically you have to put effort in yourself, because you have to be disciplined as hell. So people get greedy. That's one, mindset thing. Like, it's like when you know that every trade's gonna win. Like, let's say I knew that every single trade's gonna win, right? And that's based on 2,000 trades with 0 losses. So, and I have proof of that as well. I have spreadsheets of that. And if I knew that every single trade is gonna win, then why didn't I put 1% per trade, right? If I did that, I would have made way more money. Discipline. Discipline is basically number one thing that you'll need. Forget all the other stuff. It's discipline is what you would need first of all. Then, of course, it's going to be risk management, because you have to be disciplined enough to follow the training plan. Then you have to manage your risk appropriately, so you don't blow your account in a day or like an hour, or just one trade. And then you have to be consistent with the results, like each time, each week, each month, each year. Be consistent. So that will put you very, very far if you're being very consistent. If not, well, you can forget about getting your dreams achieved and shit like that, because it ain't gonna happen. So, yeah, you just need to make sure that you're being very, very consistent, and that's basically it. So again, I appreciate you guys joining me for a session. If any of you were here while I was doing a live session, I appreciate you guys, and then I'll see you on the next one. So take care.